Known for its historical sites and many museums, Washington, D.C. can offer a lot to visitors. This is Katie from Creative Travel Guide, and today we share the ultimate Washington, D.C. bucket list. Looking for more travel tips? Make sure to hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. So firstly, we have the National Mall. The National Mall is the iconic heart of Washington, D.C., stretching between the U.S. Capitol building and the Lincoln Memorial. It is home to many of the monuments, memorials and museums that we will mention later on in this video, and there is plenty of open green spaces, making it perfect for a stroll. The mall hosts events, protests and festivals throughout the year, offering a mix of history and community life. Then we have the Lincoln Memorial. Honouring the former President Abraham Lincoln, this is one of DC's most photographed landmarks. Visitors can climb the steps for sweeping views of the National Mall and the reflecting pool, and you can also read inscriptions of Lincoln's famous speeches, including the Gettysburg Address. Then we have the Washington Monument. Dominating the skyline, the Washington Monument is a towering obelisk dedicated to George Washington. Visitors can take an elevator to the top for panoramic city views, making it a must-see spot for photography and for those learning about US history. The Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum is a treasure for aviation and space enthusiasts. Featuring historic aircrafts, spacecrafts and interactive exhibits, visitors can enjoy the Wright brothers plane to the Apollo 11 command module. The museum is a fascinating place to explore and perfect for your Washington, D.C. bucket list. Another great museum is the Smithsonian National Museum of American History. The National Museum showcases artifacts that reflect the nation's culture, social and political history. Highlights include the original Star-Spangled Banner, presidential artifacts, and exhibits on American innovation and culture. You can also visit the National Museum of Natural History. This museum is a favourite for all ages, with exhibits on dinosaurs, gems, oceans and human evolution. The Hope Diamond and the Hall of Human Origins are among the most famous displays, providing both educational and awe-inspiring experiences. Then we have the United States Capitol. The US Capitol building is the seat of the American Congress and an architectural masterpiece. Visitors can tour its historic chambers, the rotunda, and see important artworks while learning about the legislative process and country's government. Of course, we can't talk about the things to see in Washington, D.C. without mentioning the White House. Home to the US President, the White House is an iconic symbol of American leadership. While public tours require advanced requests, visitors can admire the building from outside and explore its surrounding areas. Dedicated to Thomas Jefferson, the Jefferson Memorial is a neoclassical memorial which sits beautifully along the tidal basin. Visitors can enjoy walking through its columns, reading Jefferson's quotes, and experiencing stunning views, especially during cherry blossom season. Another fantastic memorial to visit is the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial. Honouring the civil rights leader, this memorial features a towering statue of King and inscriptions of his speech. The serene setting along the tidal basin encourages reflection on his legacy and the ongoing struggle for equality. Then we have the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. Yes, there are quite a few memorials in Washington, D.C. This moving memorial honours US military personnel who served in the Vietnam War. Its reflective black granite wall, etched with names, invites visitors to pay respects and contemplate the sacrifices made by soldiers and their families. Located at the east end of the reflecting pool, the World War II Memorial commemorates Americans who served in World War II. With fountains, pillars, and the Freedom Wall, it is both a place of remembrance and a striking architectural site. You also have the Library of Congress. This is the largest library in the world, offering stunning architecture, rare books and manuscripts. Visitors can explore exhibits, the Great Hall, and gain insight into American history, culture and scholarship. Then we have the Korean War Veterans Memorial. This memorial features 19 stainless steel statues representing soldiers in battle, set against a black granite wall. It's a solemn tribute to those who served in the Korean War, combining artistry with historical storytelling. Next up we have the National Gallery of Art. Housing masterpieces from Renaissance to modern times, its 2 buildings connected by an underground tunnel feature works by artists like Leonardo da Vinci, Van Gogh and Monet, making it a must-see for art lovers. If you are visiting Washington DC with family, we recommend you check out the National Zoo. Part of the Smithsonian Institution, the National Zoo is home to over 2,700 animals, including the famous giant pandas. It's perfect for families and animal lovers, offering free admission and engaging educational programs. Next, we recommend you check out Georgetown. Georgetown is a historic neighborhood with cobblestone streets, boutique shops, waterfront dining, and the famous Georgetown University. Its blend of history, shopping, and nightlife make it a lively destination for visitors. For something a little more relaxing, why not check out the Tidal Basin paddle boating? Paddle boating on the Tidal Basin offers scenic views of the many memorials nearby, as well as the cherry blossoms in spring. It is a peaceful way to experience some of DC's most iconic monuments from the water. Another interesting thing to do just outside of Washington DC is the Arlington National Cemetery. This is the resting place of thousands of US service members, including President John F. Kennedy. Visitors can witness the changing of the guard at the tomb of the unknown soldier as well. Another fantastic museum to check out here is the National Museum of African American History and Culture. This Smithsonian Museum celebrates African American life, history, and culture. Its exhibitions cover slavery, civil rights, sports, music, and contemporary culture, providing a deep and moving educational experience. The International Spy Museum offers an interactive and exciting look at espionage and is a fun, unique thing to do in Washington, D.C. Visitors can explore real spy gadgets, historical cases, and participate in hands-on exhibits, making it a fun and educational experience for all ages. And then lastly, we have the Eastern Market. The Eastern Market is a historical public market in Capitol Hill, offering fresh produce, local crafts, and art. It's a lively place to experience community life, especially on weekends when farmers and artisans display their goods. Still not convinced? Watch this video to find out the 10 reasons to visit Washington, D.C. Then, for the things to know before you go to Washington, D.C., watch this video. We hope you have an incredible time in the capital and stay creative.